It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And we've got the Panthers, field stretching tight end. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Pete Scott feeling here with you. We get set for division lead control on one side, seeking a sweep. Now they're looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It brings something up. So,
It brings contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the paper. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is,
to kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll have the Falcons for their first possession. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
and he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
A gain of 5 brings him second and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A toss now to Robinson. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. He stepped by Damone Clark. Get him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. Deep for the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Does the connection to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's taken down at the
2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
It's 3rd and 11.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up and hit a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this kick is good. He needed to get on it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door in a bigger gap in the future.
And he got real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third and a low yard coming up. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And that'll be good for Carolina first.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he's brought down for a loss.
His coordinator tries to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third one after back-to-back negative losses.
Has it in close. And that plays back to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as you got to in the old days, you make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Staying with Robinson. And a small 4-yard check there. They step by Damone Clark.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And the Falcons will have a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. His quick curl knocked away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes
great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. And look at this return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one's complete right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Cut that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points in each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
From midfield on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Carolina.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more. They know it.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Busters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. They'll throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Falcons headed back in on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. To throw it on 1st down. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he'll get it only the 38-yard line before going in.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Another carry for Robinson. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll get him down after he gets it to the 48. They're now set for 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Finds one down the slant. And this one's worked
defense backwards.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Jones reels it in. That play good for 17 on the first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The 16-yard line.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Second and 4 at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Short side option here. He's running left. He breaks a tackle. And that play is brought to a hard second to save at the 5-yard line. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Robinson. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown. Falcons now lead by 10. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been one of the best in leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. On first down, they'll run. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7. They give it to him again. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a third down and 6 to go.
More than 10 yards, but still showing their commitment to the ground game. Type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw on third down. Short pass Bryant. And they'll take him down to the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. Taking carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him a third down and 5. Back to throw. Finds his back complete. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, and I just showed you I can do yours.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Here's a give on first and goal. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a 1-score one-score game in the first half. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4. They've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. This return gets to the 30 before he stops. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. An option gives to Robinson. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's a throw. He's on the move. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Okay, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Able to find Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds the end route complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to the air here. He brings it in. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. Give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
It's 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. He's dropping back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute. both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect timing and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond the 20. They've got first and 10 block. Time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He's back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. That one on the offense, but declined, so we will indeed head to halftime. And on to Orlando for our halftime report from Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Lamar Jackson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. They're out and set, first and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. They'll find space for about a 3-yard gain. A.J. Terrell making that stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Slot man motioned over. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Legette's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Second down.
It has been such a good day offensively for the guys up there. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, another pass on second down. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear. King crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge. But if you can come inside and barely
catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play, and that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield and just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. They've got a man in motion. First and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And finally, they bring him down. He shook up a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. And nose of the football inside the one. Here's second and goal. Sticking with the option. He's headed right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want to take an unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers bring it back to even. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. There's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team start being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? This one's quickly to Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 at the
Back to pass on first and 10. The man is there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. So second down coming up.
It leads to second and 10.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out and just needed one more step there to reach midfield. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Look to throw. We'll get this complete to Pitts. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They managed 22 on the rim and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to a kid. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pitts. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. It's good for an end first down.
When you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. Struck that defender. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Here's Smith on the return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
They're on the 34-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Option design here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The best defense is usually inside. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing recovered from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Pitts brings it in. He's in the end zone for another touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer?
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down for 26-yard line. Panther offense headed out to the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Option give here. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. Here they are, right into some gridlock, and you can only manage a few yards at most.
Back to the wall again. And here's another stop. They run at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch made over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You see chip a rusher or even help sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. That's complete to Leggett. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All at the 33 for first down. They are throwing it again. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. He brings it in. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to number 88. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 8-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it yet again. Coming to the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Here we go, 3rd, less than a yard. Running back gets the handoff. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Panthers 27.
Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. Begin at the 34-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. Has the connection to Jones. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass Bryant. Giving 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach Greg Harper doesn't mind. He's their job a little bit easier. What play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons make it a 10-point ball game. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard
From the
line.
34. This is Liggins working on the side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's out clear. Still falling forward. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Xavier Liggett with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut into a field goal game. Always set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He shows a burst on this return. Tackle gain as the return gets it out to the 32. This offense and their quarterback are making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
That one's complete to London. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They'll throw it again. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Line and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now looking to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. He gets this to Sanders. And that's going to be a safety. So they actually completed the throw there, Brock, but you wouldn't know that by how this play ended. Stuck in their own end zone for a safety.
Yeah, this close to the goal line, you think if there's a safety, it's going to be a sack or maybe a holding call in the end zone. I'm not sure you ever expect a completed pass to end up going that far backward, costing you points. But let's give some credit where it's due. That defense, they were flying to create those 2 points.
Yeah, no doubt. Good work, team. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now 100-yard mark. It's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Tight end going in motion here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 44. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Staying with Robinson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it. This one's quickly to Jones. Hit it right through the middle of the field. He's into the end zone for another touchdown. The Falcons making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's a 2-score game. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Panthers sending Xavier Legans for the football once again. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. He finds Sanders. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
Obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. They can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to throw. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons with a comfortable 12-point lead. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. From the gun, it's Robinson. And it's a game down to the 5-yard line. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. From the gun on 3rd down. He stays up.
take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. You know those odds? They're getting pretty long.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. The pressure nearly got to him, but still good play defensively as that one ball's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. I'll try and throw it here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A bit of desperation on this thing. And they're throwing their last gas. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's got to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 1st and 10. Arlen Robinson. And this one does not go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 21 yards.